So, Laura, let me go to you next.
Sure. Mr. Chairman, committee members, my name is Laura Tamez, and I'm President-elect of Texas Trial Lawyers Association. Thank you for allowing me to be here today on this issue of creating special business or chancery courts in Texas. We've heard from a fantastic panel just a minute ago, especially Judge Phillips, who indicated that the mission and purpose of specialty courts is to be transformational for individuals as opposed to being remedy-based. However, while there is not a specific piece of legislation before us at the moment, I do want to address some of the proposals in the past. I know that in the past, even last session, there was a fourth iteration of a letter that was provided to this committee in March of 2021, uniting TADC, TTLA, and Texabota against the proposal of special business courts. I want to also share that TTLA is committed to working with this committee toward a balanced and impartial administration of justice and delivery of justice. So since that time of March of 2021, there hasn't been a study or an analysis that is showing evidence of a demonstrable need for these business dispute courts in excess of $10 million. There hasn't been outrage that there's a backlog of these courts or of these cases in our Texas district courts, or that there's been a miscarriage of justice somehow. We have heard that 29 other states are doing it, but we haven't seen any data correlating a boost in economy of those states to, again, demonstrate evidence of a need. So a couple of issues: creating a completely separate trial and appellate court system that has concurrent jurisdiction with our Texas district courts. There would be a concern as to how those judges would be selected or appointed. As members, as these members, the committee members know, back in 2020, the Bipartisan Texas Commission on Judicial Selection was created after assessment and 14 hearings of invited and public testimony. They came to a recommendation on the, at least against the adoption of a nonpartisan judicial selection system. We applaud their work and we stand with their findings. They did interestingly recommend, which some of the past legislation has proposed, increasing the qualifications of our judges, and which TTLA has always been a proponent of. And again, interestingly, that constitutional amendment was on the ballot in 2021, and as the committee members are aware, by way of Senate Joint Resolution 47, Proposition 4 passed, where Texas voters had the desire to increase qualification of judges, both at the district level and then, of course, the appellate and Supreme Court justices being 10 years. So that the legislation that is addressed having more qualified judges has been addressed, and the Texas voters have spoken. Finally, again, as the members of this committee knows, if there is a Texas court that has to deal with specialized or complex litigation, especially in business disputes and other types of cases, Chapter 74 of the Government Code allows for additional resources to be provided to those courts, to include an associate judge be assigned, to include more advanced technology, perhaps specialized CLE and training, so that those courts can manage and try these specialized cases in Texas. So again, we look forward to working with the committee. We're always here as a resource. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura.